Talk about Club Soda Kenny. You want to start with
Kenny's a lunatic.
You want to start with the Club Soda Kenny and let Patrice have a little breakfast there?
Yeah, I think we have to, because I can't sit here and concentrate on anything else when this is in front of us. We work with a complete lunatic.
Well, he has OCD. A lot of us have OCD on this show.
It's beyond OCD.
Most humans have OCD. I thought I had OCD pretty bad when it comes to things, and hanging out with Kenny, I feel like a completely normal human being as far as OCD goes.
I don't know. OCD must cover a pretty wide range.
Oh,
I have nothing like this.
No, it's all-encompassing.
I have nothing like what I'm looking at on this piece of paper.
You could have the cleaning OCD where you scrub right down to the bones.
Yeah, where you got to wash your hands
a million times. You could have the OCD where you have to check the oven a million times before you leave the apartment.
I have to put my left shoe on before my right one every morning. Is that OCD?
That's OCD. But that's like OCD that you could kind of control, and it doesn't really affect your life.
No, it does. If I put my right one on accidentally, I have to take my shoes off and put my left shoe on first again. But that's more of a superstition thing than OCD. You know, like when players, baseball players, get into the playoffs, they start doing things very ritualistic.
Yeah.
I just kind of do that as a ritual for the show.
But that's a quickie.
I want the show to go well.
That's a quickie. That's easy. There are people that have to, check the locks on the house a certain number of times, 17, 18 times.
See, now I've been
turn in a circle and then to make sure they don't step on any lines on their way to the car. And if they screw it up, they got to start the whole routine over. And it takes a really long time for them to leave their house.
Not crazy like that, but I do think every time you go on vacation or leave, it's just natural. It's not OCD to think, oh, my God, did I do that? Did I lock this? Did I take care of that? But we always, me and my girlfriend, look at each other and just go, screw it. If we get ripped off, what's going to happen? It doesn't compel me, even if I'm a block away, to turn that car around and take a look.
Yeah.
I don't care. The stove's on. It could be on a week.
I remember
it's safe these days.
I remember once when we were living in Boston, I was almost to Boston for a comedy show or something, and I was living in Wellesley. And so it's a pretty good hike into the city. I had to turn all the way around, even though I was literally, 2 to 3 minutes away from the Comedy Connection. I had to go all the way back because I was convinced the stove was on and that was going to be a real problem.
I remember that.
Were you in the car?
Yeah.
I screwed up everyone's night.
And I was like, because you know what it was? You were talking about it the whole time. Like every yard we got further and further away from the house, you just kept talking about it. And I just said, dude, turn around and check.
Yeah.
Because this is just going to screw your whole night up.
What's the danger of leaving the oven on?
Honestly, I
don't know. It's an oven.
I understand that it's stupid.
You're right.
No, Patrice, I understand it's stupid, but it's something that happens in your head, and you're like, oh, God, I got to just check, and then I can relax for the rest of the night. My OCD comes in when I'm really tired. Then it kind of takes over a little bit.
There are people that have OCD where if they're driving and they hit a pothole, every little thing that every bump on the car, they think they hit somebody. And they have to stop, back up, and look around and make sure they didn't run somebody over. Get back in the car, drive. They hit another pothole, boom, boom. Oh, I think I hit somebody. And this is the whole way that they're driving wherever they got to go. How do you survive like that?
Y'all hilarious.
That's a crazy
Mine's just getting my nipples licked.
Out of your OCD.
That's my OCD. Lick that or it ain't going to happen.
Well, we can't
really need you to do this or you can't leave alive.
Well, we're not going to dinner. I mean, you got to do that, and then I can concentrate on going to dinner with you and a movie.
Leave that oven on.
Right.
I could care less.
Anyway, Kenny's instructions for Mike is where this is heading.
Kenny's gotten into a ritual every morning. He's a part of this program. He takes care of things. He makes sure everything runs smoothly so we can concentrate on the program.
So there's a piece of my brain and there's a piece of Anthony's brain that just doesn't work. It shut down probably when we were born.
Well, apparently,
and
the
Kenny,
piece of your brain shut down a little more than mine.
Well, we'll get into that. But Kenny,
yes, we will.
Kenny has that piece of his brain. It's most of his brain.
That's the only part of my brain.
And that's why this works so well, this arrangement. I suck at details. I suck with trying to get myself together, whether it's going on a trip or traveling for the radio show or just trying to get here in the morning. I suck.
I realized by reading this that I would be fine after a nuclear holocaust. Like, I am really low maintenance. I could just walk through the rubble. If I find something useful, I could take it.
Right.
But this, to me, Kenny's instructions to Mike, because Kenny's away.
With Jim Norton.
And Mike is standing in for Kenny. Kenny's instructions written out in 2 pages, and it is just ridiculous.
We got to get this up on the website. I want to be fair and ask Club Soda Kenny if we can post this. But it starts off, Kenny's instructions for Mike. And then it says, Mike, I usually do the following. Now, the first one shows that he's actually learning. Because he would show up in my house every morning at 4:55. He was obsessed with ringing my bell at 4:55 every morning.
Exactly,
without fail. 4:55. We've joked about that on the show, that it's 4:55 Kenny.
So he's giving you 5 minutes.
And I said, Kenny, just show up 5, whatever, 4:57, I don't care. Stop with the 4:55 every morning. It was starting to annoy me. So
that is labeled A, by the way, the first thing. A. He labeled everything in alphabetical order.
He goes all the way to the letter O.
Right.
O.
A.
All right, go ahead. So, Mike, I usually do the following, and we got Mike Cole on Mike here.
A. 500 hours. He did this in military time.
Yeah.
Did Mike do this? 4:55.
Yeah, you were right
there.
there.
Rang the bell at 4:55.
He rang the bell at 4:55 just to bust my ass, knowing that
thought he was going to get 5 minutes
knowing
extra.
the 4:55 bothers the crap out of me, and that's probably my OCD kicking in. Will you stop with the 4:55? So Mike has a great sense of humor. He's ringing my bell at 4:55, knowing that I'm checking the clocks in my joint.
All right, now we are into an hour into this. Like right now, real time is an hour into the schedule. Right?
500, pick up Opie at his apartment and drive him to the studio. This is coordinated the night before by phone or email. He should bring his backpack and rollerblades. The backpack should contain a spoon, a bowl, his notepad, and sometimes a yogurt, blueberries, and a banana. Stop at the corner store if he does not bring these.
His sissy kit. Make sure he has a sissy kit available, Mike. His Tinder blueberries. Make sure he has his wallet in his left hand when somebody's robbing him.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my.
I like to eat healthy, and he makes it sound like a sissy kid. I can't even defend myself. You're right. And usually I let him into the apartment while I'm getting changed, and he'll go in the kitchen and wash the bowl and the spoon.
Oh, my God.
And
Hazel.
He puts my backpack together like my mom would have back in the day.
See, that's what it is.
When I was like 10.
This is fine, but it should be worded somewhere like, 5 o'clock, pick up Opie, make sure he's got his backpack with his food in it and his rollerblades. That's it. He's got everything listed here,
right?
Like it's laid out on an evidence table.
Right.
But there's no word. You can't say backpack and man. It has to be like, make sure Opie has his stuff.
Briefcase. Briefcase with straps that might go on his back if he feels it necessary.
You ask Opie, what's your stuff? Like when you get there, hey, what's your stuff, Opie? Hey, blueberries and
whatever. No, Kenny knows. Kenny knows that.
Put his juicy in. Make sure his sippy cup is in one of the pockets of his backy pack.
With the little straw.
Little straw that pokes through the cardboard juicy.
I had to boost the seat in the car. It was
Make sure the car seat is strapped in properly and GH is facing rearward. Turn the airbag off because this can injure a child.
Oh, my
His
God.
sissy kid. Goddamn, Patrice.
You rock, Patrice. All right, that's A. That's A.
Yeah, that's just A, people.
Go ahead.
Let's go to B, which is a mere 15 minutes later, because I do understand military time, 1500.
Kenny's instructions for Mike, who's filling in today. Go ahead.
15. Upon arrival,
5:15.
make sure that he has newspapers. And then he, parentheses there, Post, Daily News, USA Today, and Newsday. Check office and office fridge, and hopefully there is skim milk and Honey Nut Cheerios. If not, send an intern to Dwayne Reed, 57th and 6th, for same.
He showed me yesterday where the Cheerios were.
Did he?
Yes.
Get Opie coffee from the CBS kitchen. Milk, no sugar. This is an entire paragraph dedicated to newspapers, cereal, and coffee.
Yeah.
Did this happen, Mike?
Yes.
So this
Yes.
No, wait a minute.
Okay.
I walked in and got my own goddamn coffee.
Oh, let me tell you something that just freaks me out every morning.
Yeah.
It is like, I can't even describe it. Kenny will not only, you would think as long as the stuff's there, everything's fine. Opie he's not a paraplegic.
Right.
The cereal is a mere 5 feet away. Kenny will pull out the bowl, put it down on Opie's desk, take the spoon and the napkin, put it down, pour his cereal and his milk. Here you go, GH. Slide it in front of him like a father and a child, a young child.
He reminds me to eat. If I haven't eaten by 5:35, he'll remind me that it's time to eat.
Now, will he stop? Will he stop if you told him to stop? Like, I don't get a chance to enjoy Kenny much. I love
Kenny rocks. I'll tell you why this
fruit smoothie. Anyone? Like,
I know.
I love that. But do you ever? Will he stop if you say, "Look, Kenny, don't."
He panics. I really can get the Cheerios myself. Just make sure they're here.
If I do something different off this schedule, he completely panics because it's his OCD kicking in, and he thinks maybe he's doing something wrong. It's like, no, Kenny, I can get my own coffee. But I know I look stupid here. The reality is, I got this figured out where I wake up at 4:45, and I'm at that desk between 5 and 5:05. So by the time the guys see me, I've been up literally 15 minutes, and Kenny's been up well over an hour and 15. So he's my brain for a while.
See, he'd lose his mind. You're right. You can't upset him like that, or it'll be, you don't want me to do that, GH? Okay. Kenny, what did you, Kenny? Look at me, hang in there, Kenny.
Opie, isn't this thing based on your behavior? Like, did he make this up, or this is based on him just living with you and going, okay, this is what you gotta, this is what you do, so I'm gonna do it for you?
No, it's based on I can't get some things done in the morning, and then, like I said, by the time I'm here, I'm only awake like 15 minutes, but now he's taking it.
Yeah, this is based on Opie's behavior taken to the umpteenth level.
Right.
Like, if he, as long as the cereal was there and the bowls were there and the spoon, Opie's completely capable of getting up and making his own cereal.
Yeah.
It's 5 feet away, the fridge.
Yeah.
From his desk. But Kenny now has gotten to this fatherly thing that he does with Opie. And notice where it be here, it's only paragraph 2, but notice my name has not appeared yet.
Right.
You will, and just watch how this whole thing goes.
Yeah, Bill in Waterford.
Because I might have to talk to Bob Eatman about how the billing is done for Kenny.
No, that's coming from my side. Trust me, it is. Bill from Waterford. I do pay him extra to help me out. That is a fact, too. I don't want people...
You got to throw Kenny a bone.
Yeah. I take care of him. Bill in Waterford. Hey, Opie, does Club Soda Kenny remember to put a maxi pad in that backpack, too? Bird in Philly. If Opie is cranky, the rectal thermometer is in the front pocket of the backpack.
The backpacky.
Oh, man, dude.
Make sure it's his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles backpack, I think.
Yeah, he's like
his favorite.
He's like a Manny.
Manny?
When I have kids, Club Soda Kenny will be my Manny. Sean from FBA. Opie, did Kenny make sure your permission slip was signed for tomorrow's trip?
That's hilarious.
Opie, go to your timeout stool. You're going to have to sit in the corner now for a timeout. Manny.
To save time, you gotta buy Opie those little shoes with the skates in the back. So you don't have to remove them. He just roll.
Yeah, the skate pops out of the sole of the sneaker.
What do they call those things? I forgot.
Roller shoes, wheelies.
Wheelies or something. Yeah, my nephew
hilarious.
has it.
Patrice, I have a 2-year-old, and my wife doesn't leave me these money instructions.
Yeah, of course not. All right, let's go to C.
5:30. Set up his breakfast on his desk. Lay out blueberries, milk, cereal, bowl, and spoon. When he is finished, rinse out the spoon and bowl and put it back in his backpack.
This is not a joke.
Uh-oh.
We're not writing crap for the radio show.
He does this.
He does this.
When I was reading this, it didn't hit me until you're doing him.
Yeah. Oh, this is the Kenny way. Yeah.
This is a lot of instructions. Like, you think this is a joke?
No.
This
is how he's got to do it every day.
Yeah.
Opie blinks 6 times before he wants his drink of water. All right. You ain't been watching him, Mike. He blinked 4 times. Get ready.
Yeah.
If you spill milk, whip your own back with the bullwhip I will supply for 15 minutes. This is inexcusable behavior, and only the spilling of your own blood can even come close to making up for this.
And then find Tom Hanks and tell him to find out who the real savior is.
Stephen from Bayshore.
Rip the hair out of your scalp till blood runs down your face.
Stephen from Bayshore. Within 6 months, Kenny will be chewing Opie's Cheerios like a mama bird and regurgitating them directly into Opie's mouth.
Spit them down his throat so he doesn't choke.
No, directly into GH's mouth.
GH.
All right. Well, D is short. 0540.
Ensure that intern gets Jim's coffee. Starbucks 56th and 6th.
Well, this is his thing.
Yeah.
For him.
Wait,
No, the best part is that
you know
there's
what?
nothing about Anthony. There's stuff about Jim, and Jim's not even here.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
But is this is his regular?
This is routine.
He forgot to take out the gym though today, or this is for him when he reads it. But like, I better. Does he read this?
Yeah, he didn't. He
follow
did
his own thing.
This
Yeah,
must be,
he couldn't leave out anything, regardless if Jim wasn't here or that.
I see what you're saying.
Would have screwed up the flow.
If we got fired and we didn't have a show to do, at 4:50 he'd still be ringing Opie's bell.
Come on, GH.
With a backpack and everything,
Somehow
not have a place to go.
somehow we'd have to figure out how to break the OCD cycle.
Yeah.
Hey, a lot of people call me a prima donna. I mean, you guys are confusing this a little bit. I mean, he's there to help us out and do things for us, but he takes it to this level.
He takes it to this level.
And I'm not going to.
Because I do remember it at one point.
I'm not going to argue it when I'm half asleep. I'm like, wow, this is great to have someone like doing some of these things as we prepare for the show.
At one point, you did get your own stuff.
Yeah,
That was it.
For many
and
years.
then somehow it just transmuted
He
into
got his
this
own blueberries today.
whole thing. Your own blueberries?
To be the devil's advocate, for anybody who thinks that it's like, that's why I asked, can you stop this?
Yeah, is there a way to actually put a stop to it?
I don't know.
Until Kenny stops.
I really don't know.
No, I can't.
All right,
I wouldn't want to stop it.
let's get to 6 o'clock, then we'll take a break. This is all the stuff before the show.
Well, this is 5:45.
Yeah, 5:45.
Set up studio. Chairs, stools in place, newspapers. Jim gets a Post and a Daily News. Opie gets Post, News, and Newsday. Bottled water, 2 each for Opie and Jim.
Perfectly lined up, by the way, every morning.
And here's the first time my name even pops up, but it has nothing to do with me.
Yeah,
it really has nothing to do with me.
5:45.
You loser.
We're 45 minutes in, and it's my name pops up, but it isn't about me.
Anthony's sound effects.
Make sure my machine is plugged in. That's it. And then I don't show up again for I don't know how many paragraphs.
Mr. Sound Effect.
Yeah, make sure his machine is taken care of. Jim also needs a blank piece of paper, a pen, and some napkins or paper towels. Get Eric or Than to help.
With what? The papers and pencils?
Yeah.
Is that you need 2 people?
Yeah.
Anthony, do you need anything?
I am so self-sufficient. That's why I said nuclear holocaust. I'm good.
Check. He's a roach. Check that bum's buttons.
Turn on the light switch and watch Anthony scurry under the refrigerator.
Don't forget at 5:55, tell Opie he's handsome. All right, I made that one up.
Reassure GH he's a handsome man.
So that
Go coochie coo on his left breast.
we have to take a break. We're in the middle.
we're only 1 hour in.
We're reading Kenny's instructions for Mike. This is real. This isn't made up. We didn't write this for the show.
This psychotic big doof wrote this.
Kenny's panicking because he's away with Jim Norton down there in Houston because Norton's playing the Improv all weekend long. and he wants Mike to follow these instructions. We're up to the letter
F.
Yeah, when we come back, we got to do
0600, and be prepared for the misuse of a word over and over again.
We do F through O, and hopefully we'll get Club Soda Kenny on the show.
Yeah, to explain himself.
After the break, Patrice O'Neill sitting in for Jim Norton. It's the O&A virus spreading across America.
Hear what everyone else is talking about. O&A Uncut and Live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
I stink! It stinks!
Come on, give it up for Drew Boogie, everyone. It's the Opie and Anthony Show, the O&A virus spreading across America. Drew Boogie's going to be spinning in between comics at the Opie and Anthony Traveling Virus at the PNC Arts Center, August 26th.
It's a lot of people, Drew. A little nervous?
No, he's not nervous.
Not. Guy's smooth.
Tell him you was in Ibiza.
Smooth.
It's about time you're on the big stage. Drew Boogie's going to rock at the PNC in between the comics. All right, back to Kenny's instructions for Mike.
Yeah, when last we left you, it was sending an intern for Jimmy's breakfast. Was that it? No. Oh, we hadn't gotten there yet. We were in the 6 o'clock hour, right?
Well, now...
Letter F.
Yeah, now we're up to letter F. The show has begun officially. It's 6 a.m.
Right.
0600. Send an intern for Jim's breakfast. Inquiry what he wants.
All right. Inquiry what he wants. I believe it's inquire or make an inquiry as to what he wants. Yeah. But inquiry what he wants. Usually a small oatmeal from D&S Market 56 and blueberries from Ernst & Klein Market. You have to go to two different places.
Because he figured out where the good blueberries are.
Where the good blueberries are and where the good oatmeal is.
Yeah.
G, 0600 or 0630.
Wow. That's pretty bold of him.
Yeah.
Leaving a half an hour little gap.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, look at it.
But any time during that period of time,
ask if Opie wants more coffee. Inquiry if Starbucks or CBS coffee. Inquiry. What adult?
I haven't seen you do that yet there, though, Mikey.
Have you inquired?
Actually, I just saw Opie come in during that break with his own coffee.
I asked. He went and got his own.
Did he ask?
Yeah.
I know all eyes are on me today. This stuff usually happens and most people don't realize. I'm like, screw that. I'm doing everything myself today.
My wife.
The only one that.
My wife just called me.
I heard the message.
I just let Aunt hear the message, and she said that she'll never speak to me again if I poured Opie's Cheerios.
God bless your wife for having your backbone. You better have dignity, Michael.
It's like, and then at the end she goes, "You never did that for me. Never did that for me."
All right, continue. Let's go.
H, 0700.
Inquiry when Opie wants to eat. Usually D&S Market, either small oatmeal, egg whites on a toasted everything bagel, egg whites in a platter, or egg whites with turkey in a platter. Nothing else in the platters.
In parentheses.
Make sure, or whatever those are called. What are those called?
What?
They're not parentheses, are they? Oh, yeah, I was getting confused with quotation marks.
Yeah.
Nothing else in the platters. Make sure that you get pepper,
Pepper,
pepper, and a fork, if applicable. If applicable, get a fork.
Do you realize how non-compatible, right? Or not how much the fans of this show don't eat like Opie?
Oh my goodness!
I know.
Because they don't have a Kenny.
There's somebody right now listening to the show eating a steak and cheese sandwich right now.
Yeah.
For breakfast. You know, egg whites mixed with cheeseless cheese with
Brought by a big stupid butler. That's pretty much what Kenny is.
I'll try to defend myself a little bit and bring it down to a serious level for just a second. There's the heart thing in my family. And my dad had heart problems his whole life. So when I saw him go through his first quadruple bypass about, it was 93 when the terrorists first tried to blow up the World Trade Center there. I saw what he went through. I changed my diet that day.
Right.
I used to do the fast food and everything. And I still try to eat a little crazy, but in general, I eat a lot better because I know it's in my family and I saw what my dad went through. That's all.
GH is really worried about his fans thinking he's a little poofter.
Well,
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, man. We know you're 47. And we know old Mr. Sicky over here. We know he wants to eat well, too. I understand eating well.
That's all. Because it does look really bad. Oatmeal, egg whites. Like, I do have a reason, though.
9/11. 9/11 came into its poop.
9/11.
It was
Let me
93.
tell you something.
I said the first bombing.
I know what you said.
The first bombing. Remember that U-Haul truck or whatever, the Ryder truck?
Because you're right. I'm reading this going, holy crap.
He had to defend that.
If Kenny doesn't bring me egg whites, the terrorists win. That's all I know.
Someone wants to know when Kenny burps me. Great. Thank you.
Oh, my goodness, man.
Bill from Pittsburgh. Opie, you rang.
You rang. I know Lurch. Big Lurch.
All right, I guess, well, this is a whole subset now of the 0700 hour.
Hold on. Silver Surfer from Jersey. You have to get Kenny's old police reports. Shot perp 6 times at 0900. Drew chalk line with sky blue chalk. Attached the green toe tag on the left middle toe. All right. 0700, yeah.
Still 0700, though, but this is after HI.
During the show, dispatch an intern to take the rollerblades to XM.
Can I be completely honest with you?
Please.
I had no idea until this moment that he actually did that. Because I bring my inline skates because I skate home.
Intern 24, please be notified. You are to be dispatched to XM with Opie's rollerblades. Intern 34, please call dispatch.
Dispatch an intern. Jesus, what a kook.
Look at Opie really going, oh my God. He has to really do damage control on this one.
Well,
He carried his own rollerblades to the car.
that's right.
Wow.
You might have to knock somebody out on the way to the studio tomorrow. Or like when you come back, just punch somebody in the face. What?
What did he do? He hit somebody.
And then smash blueberries in his face. Now take that, sucker!
Hey, man, I'm like everyone else. I could do all this stuff myself, but if you have someone that's willing to do all this for you, you're going to let him do it.
Of course. Hey, this is Sam Jackson from the new movie, Blueberries in a Bag.
There's blueberries in the bag.
Get down! Blueberries in the bag!
He forgot one. I'm going to throw myself under the bus even further because he forgot one.
I want these blueberries out this mother effing bag.
Oh, man. Hey, Frank for Patchuck. Kenny's instructions are more detailed than when in the movies a person has to disarm a bomb listening to a cop over a phone walkie-talkie thing. And then he has, quote, cut the red wire first. He forgot one. I'll throw myself under the bus in a second.
Oh, okay.
And when I tell you what we do together, you're going to laugh your ass.
Oh, boy.
But get to...
I'm at 0700 letter J.
Okay.
Which pretty much is open.
Right.
It's just check with Opie on every break to see if he wants anything.
That's pretty open.
Why
every
doesn't-
break.
Why aren't you
GH.
part of this?
I'm not part of this.
Why?
Because
You have needs.
I have not.
Well,
Look,
when we get to XM, he takes care of you. He gets you your smoothie.
He gets
and
me a
little,
smoothie.
Little things like that.
gets me a smoothie. Here's why, and I'll be honest with you. You might not like this.
Oh no.
You have enabled him to do this.
Well,
You've asked him for certain things, and then he takes it to the umpteenth level.
I'm making him like my personal assistant to do the things my brain just can't do.
That's
So this
what
is like an extension.
he's done.
Like people should know, I pay Kenny a lot extra to do all this stuff for me and other things.
Yeah, Kenny gets
He
paid,
didn't
and
say
then
anything about that to me.
you do that. Yeah, right. Where's the extra money? You pay Kenny extra, but then I've seen the itemized bills that come by, and it's just like
Opie's cereal, Opie's milk,
Yeah, well,
a spoon,
he does a lot of other things for me.
I know. I had him do. Let me tell you. The other day, I said, Kenny, could you take my car and have it serviced? And he takes it down and has the oil changed and all that stuff, and submits a bill, and I double it, whatever the cost is, and throw it to Kenny. Because it's a pain in the ass. You don't want to do that. I didn't want to do that.
And who told you to do this?
You did.
Thank you.
Because
I said you got.
Because one day Kenny's like,
GH, your car's out front. It's all been serviced.
and I looked and went, whoa, wait a minute. Now that's something I could sink my teeth into. Because I'm sick of every time I'd start up my truck, lights would come on like a plane crashing. Red lights and check this and this fluid's gone and that.
See?
And I'm like, I think I better service this.
See, now we've hit on something you can relate to.
And finally, 2 years later, he got my car inspected.
Yeah.
I
there you
was
go.
driving around uninspected.
Oh,
That's genius, man. And he's a cop, and it's like,
Yeah, it was just like,
and no one's gonna jerk him over, man.
no.
I was the one that told you to take advantage of this psycho.
Have it serviced.
Just make sure you give him a little money.
And then on our vacation, I called him up. Now, because we're going on vacation, I called him recently that I needed a car service to and from the airport to the hotel and stuff like that. And I would do that stuff myself. At night, I'd get on, what do you need to do? A car to go to what address? And it's just a pain in the ass. And Kenny sent an email, called me with the details, and then the next day in an envelope was hard copy of the details he had called and emailed me about. Brilliant. All when the cars are going to show up, how I'm going to get them. So, I do take advantage of these things, but it hasn't gotten to the point where I'm on a list. I've not made the list.
Your list is not the show. Your list is outside of the show.
Outside the show.
We just realized you have a outside of the show list.
Yeah, just little things I don't
That's
like.
That's where he could take advantage of this.
That it's a pain in the ass.
We got to move on because we really want to do other things today on the show.
Yeah, we're on letter. We've dispatched the intern with the rollerblades, checked if you wanted anything. Oh, we're at K.
All right, before K, there's something he forgot.
Okay.
I make Kenny...
Oh, boy.
I make Kenny do push-ups for me every morning.
Whoa. I have seen you two leave the studio and then come back huffing and puffing and stretching your arms out and going, that was good.
It's early. I try to get the blood pumping to wake up a little bit. So it's anywhere between 6 and 7, we do a quick set of 40.
Going to be doing any push-ups?
Yeah, right.
I was going to say, Mike doesn't have the discipline to get rid of that little tummy he has. How's he going to... No one with any belly button can have this much discipline. Mike has the sergeant cut, and that's it.
Yep.
That is it.
Is there any friendly competition that goes on during these push-up sessions?
No, because
he's a machine.
I always let GH win.
No, he's a workout machine, and he stops when I stop, when I know he can easily do another 10.
Does he actually do his push-ups with you doing your push-ups on his back? I can just picture that. All right.
So he forgot the push-up thing.
Yeah, push-ups.
Unbelievable.
At 0845,
pack up his backpack with blueberries, banana, sometimes a yogurt to prepare for the walk.
Now we're preparing for the walk at 0855, letter I.
Mm-hmm.
No, L, excuse me.
Get his notebook and put in backpack. Inquiry if he wants his sunglasses, which are kept in a pocket in the backpack.
Inquiry for his sunglasses.
I never asked him to do all this.
Never inquiried?
No. But it's nice.
Letter M at 0900. Walk to XM. If available, give the backpack to an intern to carry. Make sure the breezeway at CBS is clear. Stand to the side.
N 0915.
Yeah.
Give him his notebook and inquiry if he, Norton, or Anthony want anything to eat.
There we go. 9:15, and I get an inquiry if I want something to eat. And letter O at 0930.
Dismissed.
He actually wrote dismissed. Get receipts for everything. And then he goes, I think this covers the routine. Overall, it's pretty simple. But if you have any questions, concerns, or needs to discuss anything, please let me know. Thanks for everything. Thank you. Regards, Kenny.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from Houston, Texas, it's Club Soda Kenny.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Kenny.
First and foremost, I must apologize to Anthony because it's been brought to my attention that I unintentionally slight you.
Well, it's not really a slighting. I really don't have any inquiries for you.
Yeah, you're very low maintenance.
I'm very low maintenance. I eat a bagel and the club soda that an intern is completely capable of getting.
But believe me, you're equally in my heart.
But that's
right. I do believe that.
But that's effed up too. That's all you eat all morning.
Yeah,
I
just
have to graze.
A bagel and
I have to graze all morning. He gets a dry bagel and club soda, and that's it for the
put a
day.
little cream cheese on there,
and that's it for the day.
Bit. That's all I need until then when I go home, then I eat a nice big lunch.
How is that?
And then I'll have some dinner. That's all I need. I'm very low maintenance. Like I said, if the bombs fell, if we were like a water world, I'd be fine. You got a minnow, bite his head off, I'm fine for a week. I'm very low maintenance.
Kenny, we're going to throw this up on the website. We have to.
Okay. You're the boss.
So
you don't need anything censored out, like the government takes a big black marker and just crosses things out.
This is security sensitive. Don't talk about blueberries.
Someone on the instant feedback, they don't have a name, but it's from a mobile device. So is Opie a trainable?
Trainable.
But I'm very efficient and effective.
Yes, you are. Everything that's on that list is very efficient, very effective. You carry it out like your Secret Service.
Yeah, I'm very organized.
Yeah. Yes, you can tell by the list. Organized is one way to put it.
Kenny was over my place recently, and I'm just trying to clean up because I got all my stuff in the old joint still, and I was kind of ripping up receipts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He almost passed out.
Really?
Yeah. He's like, you're ripping up receipts? I'm sure he has every receipt he's ever gotten in his life, in his house.
Oh, is that it?
Because I'm like, look, I don't need these bank statements and stuff. I looked
bank
them over.
Statements? What do you do with your bank statements?
I
my
shred
God.
them.
You have a shredder?
Yeah.
Okay. No, you rip them up. Oh, you idiot. Cross-cut, shred everything you own.
And Kenny's like, he couldn't believe. He thought I wasn't even looking at the bank, the bank statements and just ripping them up.
Do you save everything like Amex bills? Do you have them all filed somewhere?
Nah, it's Bob's job. That's someone else's
He's got
job.
them all. You got them off location?
Yeah, that's all in L.A. somewhere.
Oh, boy.
I just get...
Oh, my...
Your laziness is going to be the death of you. Somebody's going to be in Aruba somewhere with GH's money.
Opie's going to be like, what happened?
Thank you, Mr. Hughes.
I get
somebody else's job.
I get my bills sent to L.A. They take a look. They write the checks.
Yeah. Opie gets his bills sent to Los Angeles. Then they write checks out for each one. They send them back. Opie signs them, and he sends them out. A little paper clip
with the envelope with the postage on it. All I have to do is sign the check and lick the envelope.
You have your mortgage.
I don't have a mortgage. I'm homeless still.
What bills do you pay that you need somebody? I never understood that.
Dumb
what
stuff.
Bills do you...
Cell phones.
Electric bill.
Yeah, all that dumb stuff. All the basic bills.
No! I pay every bill. I pay it online.
He's an online.
I do a lot of stuff online where automatically, like things like car payments and stuff, I haven't made out a car payment thing in years. The bank, the computer, boom, takes care of everything.
Little confirmation number you print out, and it's like
that's it.
I understand.
So easy.
I understand how to put a radio show together. I understand what the listeners want to hear from a radio show. That's what I'm good at. Everything else, I stink.
And then every few months, I send my American Express receipts, like actually statements that I get. I circle what is a business expense, and I send that to Bob, and he records it. And then sends me back my stuff, because I got files for years. I could go back to 3 years ago, my American Express January statement. I know where it is.
No, I could go back maybe 3 months, maybe. And as far as receipts go, they're all crumpled up like bar cabbage, and I throw it in an envelope, and I send it off to L.A. to have them figure it out.
See, I don't need paper receipt things like that because I have everything on the Amex statements that come in. Right. Is all listed what it is, and then anything with a bank statement or I throw it like when I get stuff from Bob FedEx to me, I rip the front label off and that gets shredded.
Shred the front label.
It gets shredded.
Yeah, well, I just I rip.
Yeah, because they can't put together 4 pieces of paper.
Yeah, you gotta shred.
I throw the coffee grinds on. I throw the dead mice.
Doesn't matter.
That I caught the night before.
Yeah, that stops some Nigerian from getting it right.
You need confetti, my friend. You want confetti in a bag.
I am Opie Hughes, my friend.
They call me GH. I eat Cheerios, and I have blueberries in my backpack.
Blueberries? Oatmeal. What? Oatmeal and blueberries and oatmeal.
We have to take a break, unfortunately.
All right.
Kenny, anything else?
Well, I just realized how stupid I am. I gave Mike instructions for Jimmy, and he's not even there. He's with me.
We realize that.
Yeah, we...
Jimmy, Kenny, you're not mad at me, are you?
No.
Okay.
Hey, listen, I'm great fodder.
Opie did get his own cup of coffee, though.
Yeah.
Twice.
Really?
And Mike said...
It's a demerit.
Demerit.
And Mike said he's not doing the push-ups with me, so...
No, I have to now because Patrice called me a fat bastard.
I'll have to do it alone. It's going to be me all by myself today, Kenny, doing my push-ups.
Who is getting your oatmeal?
He didn't leave Lee Hermie, I tell you that.
Who's going to count out my push-ups today?
Oh, Mike will do it.
There you go. Oh, Mike got some guns. Huh?
All right. Kenny, thank you.
All right, listen, have nice vacations, everybody.
Thank you.
And call me if you need anything.
Have fun in Houston. Jim Norton at the Improv in Houston all weekend long.
Yeah, and you know what my greatest fear is?
Huh.
Not being there for you.
He's so serious.
It's corrupting to have somebody.
All right, Kenny.
All right, I'll call you. I'll see you guys at PNC.
All right, very good.
All right, take care.
All right, thank
you.
you.
Bye.
If Kenny was in Houston, or actually Dallas, that's right, sorry, ruined the joke. I was going to make a Kennedy joke. He'd still be president.
He'd still be president if Kenny was there.
He certainly was.
That was even worth the flow.
Yeah. God damn, he'd still be there.
All right, Drew Boogie, take us out of here for a little while. It's the only virus spreading across America.